this half, but it all fell away from them. JDC will start things off. He takes 98 damage. In fact, he won't be allowed to run away. Robs chases him down in the apartments. Torshi doesn't want to meet that same fight, and so he decides to run away, but Exertion gets aggressive down Banana.
The bomb's coming back towards B, and Frozen alone here. He does decide to back on up. This gives him a better chance if he is going to be pressured on the hold, but honestly, FaZe remain undecided. Brokey's in T ramp with the bomb. His teammates are in top mid. So I think FaZe are just going to take a bit of time here. They realize they've got a massive advantage, and there's no need to throw it away.
Yeah, MOUZ made the right call here, bringing Frozen on back. He can hold if the flank does come through, and if they do hit onto A, they'll have 3 players here to deal with it. Rops is going to be peeking out through the apartments. Torshi tucked into Graveyard, not going to be spotted. And Frozen's found a kill on Twist out long. The hit comes on through. Torshi spots out Rops, and he can swing out from the Graveyard, but not good for any. Brokey finds 2, and Raying with the final frag.
Nice utility coming in from Carrigan as well. Had the smoke, had the flash. Seemed like the flash helped pretty significantly on the approach to the bomb site. A nice round from FaZe once they get the initial advantage. See, they are ready for the Banana aggression. They were ready for that Apps aggression. These are those dualies. I mean, the fact that Brokey's able to quickly turn, so important there, because Torshi's position could have been strong. Yeah, money's not too bad for FaZe. I'll have a bit in the bank. Twist was lethal on Banana at the start of that game against B&E. Not going there this time, though. In fact, it's top mid.
Oh. Good kill for Dexter. MOUZ will not complain about being first to draw blood in round 4. And Robs is going to go up in towards the apartments. The rest of his teammates are joining him as well. FaZe setting up outside of A with everyone, and Torshi has just left. He's rotated over to B.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this read is, but it's a little bit concerning. You've just got Dexter and JDC on the site, and they're about to get popped on from Apps. JDC in a good position. This is actually quite a good setup for this sort of play. They have to come through good. The kills. Oh my God! Twist takes out his teammate. Dexter still unaccounted for. Tucked on into mini pit. Twist above him, spamming through the floor, and it's Carrigan that capitalizes on the chaos.
Well, that's one way to clear out that setup.
That's so sick. I mean, you see the player in mini pit is just sitting, waiting desperately for the drop, and you almost always get that drop. But Twist is so patient, and he did so much damage through the floor. I didn't know you could do that much damage like that.
I mean, all you have to do is connect one bullet, right, and it gives you confirmation of players there. You get the sound cue, and that allows Carrigan to swing. And MOUZ, I have to save 3-on-3. Just got these weapons, don't want to let them go.
It's that first kill.
Fuck, sorry.
Sorry.
Whoops.
It happens. You got to take the kill. I think for MOUZ, that's a scenario where if FaZe were 5-10 seconds slower, MOUZ had actually cleared out Banana and they had players rotating back. So they had the right sort of idea in trying to clear out Banana, trying to rotate back and stack A while leaving the AWP as well.
Forced up even further as well. Carrigan's established control through Force. And it's already caused that rotation from Torshi. We saw how quick he was to come over to B last round and ended up backfiring on them. This time, the rotation comes and they fall off. FaZe happy to just establish that control. Keep MOUZ occupied while they come back to A.
Dexter alone on short committed. That's so scary.
The Aussie and Diggity. Classic. Now he's about to be under pressure, coming on through, but he's found one kill for free, but Brokey immediately trades. JDC now under a huge amount of pressure.
Yeah, he's in the site. Smokes are up for the time being. He knows he's going to be pushed from multiple different sides. His rotation's coming in. JDC waiting for Carrigan. And Carrigan does reveal himself on the other side of the smoke. JDC only good for that kill. He eventually is overrun, but look how fast this rotation's in. Frozen comes up short, denies that bomb plant from coming in, and Twist is having to fight out of the Graveyard. But MOUZ are so quick to get back to the site, and FaZe can't handle it.
That's crazy impressive. I mean, firstly, I thought JDC was completely screwed on the site. I thought he was going to get wrapped and dealt with too quickly, but the fact that FaZe aren't ready for the push through the smoke, it just seemed like the timing was just right for MOUZ to catch them out.
I love the way JDC plays this as well. He drops a defensive smoke, so he has one of those angles isolated, and then just focuses on the one position. He knows if he holds that smoke, he's got the rotation coming. Check out the setup from MOUZ. They've got the AWP in towards apps.
Ooh.
Very heavy on that side, but Torji, oh, he finds Rain. Big kill.
That setup's going to work. Just going to grab that opening pick on Rain. And they've got banana control too here, MOUZ. This could get really rough for FaZe. They just go charging right through it. Right into Frozen. Twist, important trade kills coming in. He leaves the bomb down the ground because he wants to sprint across and get this control as fast as possible. Robs can pick up the bomb on the way. Dexter's rotated back here, and he's got there in time. Waiting for that smoke to cross, but he's already repositioned out to Coffins, making no secret of his position. Now Flash goes up. Dexter nearly lines up too, but it is just the kill on Twist. Rob's now in the clutch.
We said that we want to see Rops in these positions in the late round where he has a chance to make a play. This is normally Rops' bread and butter, but he's so low on health.
Good position, though. He's going to get up all the way through to Ruins. Here's him coming, ready for the fight. Headshot angle. Oh, okay, they slip on by.
Wow. How many times have we seen Robs clutch in this position? Comes around the back, offers up one, sees the second player as well as he gets out of dodge. JDC knows where Robs is, but he's just going to stick it. He's just going to hold it, and that's a cool decision. I like that from JDC. You got to respect just sticking the defuse when Robs is around the corner. They do love a good jump shot, don't they?
Oh, boy.
Oh, Carrigan. He's been caught by some BS shots today, hasn't he? Frozen on the bottom of the B ramp on Ence with that headshot in the smoke. That shot from Torsi. I feel bad for Carrigan sometimes.
You miss every shot you don't go for, right?
Exactly. Try again. Torsi back in the coffins. He's got Frozen's rifle to help him out here. His FaZe are knocking at the door. Going to penetrate this B site. Torsi drops off. Exertion. His rifle's chimed in through the smoke, and now Frozen finally detected. And the threat neutralized, but FaZe are down too many members here, and Rain gets spammed down through the smoke. They haven't even seen half of their victims. But this is ridiculous. They are just getting absolutely shredded without even seeing where they're being shot from, FaZe.
Swarmed by the mice. FaZe had no chance there, tried to just run on through, but that smoke was so disruptive that was at the front of the site, right? You can see Frozen just tucked on behind it, and they're just spamming on through, knowing exactly what FaZe are doing. There's that shot from Torji again. Beautiful stuff, gives them the favorable fight already. And then multiple kills just spamming through the smoke because FaZe had nowhere to go.
Nice!
Yeah, really nice round from MOUZ. Mid.
Torji flashed off. But look at this push from Exertion. He's found another. Now Torji gets the opportunity to swing on through. Dex is here, and they're going to be going through CT spawn. But look at the position. Oh, Carrigan finds the opportunity, and Brokey's found Dexter.
And Exertion's on banana, but now he's got to get back to the B site itself. And there is a smoke to try and cut him off if they want to use it. I'll do exactly that. This is really winnable for FaZe now.
Exertion just lining up.
Ooh. They get across, bomb goes down. Ooh. FaZe now in a position to try and close this one out. Twist and Carrigan mortally wounded as MOUZ begin to start the retake attempt. The rotation starting to come through. Brokey's watching towards CT, and they're going to cut off his position. He now transitions that scout to watch back into banana. Exertion's waiting with the AK. He's just buying some time, waiting for his teammates to move in as a unit. Twist is the first player to fall. Carrigan's just hiding out of dark. MOUZ are taking the time here. And Carrigan could cause a few problems, but he spotted Exertion with another important kill as JDC sticks the defuse. Exertion covers off everyone, and MOUZ will survive that scare.
Exertion, the problem solver there. 4 kills in the round. The first from pushing down banana, and then the closer, all 3 on the site. Obviously a tough one for FaZe there, given the weaponry they had. But, I mean, good job being able to find these openings to actually make it to the site. Exertion was always there, ready to play.
Bit of a shame. Waited soon enough in the post plant. Once the smoke goes onto the bomb, there's nothing you can do with the scout. Here's that smoke that allows you to go aggressive into mid. Dexter's going to use it, try and take the fight to them, but Rain ready for that early trick.
Yeah, learn from the aggression, put that them by Bad News Eagles, right? Ready for any sort of crazy play like that, particularly because Exertion had pushed down middle last round too. So now showing they're not afraid to put the pace on. This time around doesn't work out for them.
Yeah, Dexter likes to make those cheeky plays behind that top mid smoke. He'll throw that in a few times in a half. But it's not the same all-out aggression that you see B&E go for. It's a little more calculated, and that maybe makes FaZe have the time to be a little more prepared for it, a little more expected.
MOUZ look like they're just going to go for the stack onto A. That smoke down bottom of banana has now given them a little bit more confidence that FaZe are too nervous to go that way. They're just going to gamble and hope They find something over here, and this might be the opportunity. Rops spots out the shadow. JDC comes on through, but neither finding purchase. Rops wants to go back in fast and furious. Gets onto JDC and swings on the Torji. Rops doing it all here, and that's scuppered MOUZ.
Sprinting up Banana now. FaZe as a pack. No one's there to meet them. So we'll just clear everything out. Just make sure all the positions are limited. Everything is clear. There's no one waiting around the corner. That ball can go down. FaZe will push forward to another round win. And that is very clean.
Oh, cheeky luck from Rops.
There he goes. He does love one of these.
He loves the apartments, doesn't he? I feel like you could give Rops a mansion and he'd still choose to live in Inferno apartments.
Must have a good deal on the lease. Amount of time he spends there. They're kind of incentivized to hunt exertion here as well because they know that AWP is in play, and MOUZ's economy is a little bit honest because some of these rounds have been close. But I think exertion might get away. They are all moving together, so gonna get a little scary for him.
Oh, I think he's just about fine. Cleared out almost all the other positions. Oh, no, wait. Oh, he turned away at the wrong time.
A bit twist at the front of the Banana attack. But MOUZ look like they don't want to give this up. They're going again. They're going back into that fight. And they want to challenge Banana control again.
It's where all the weapons are, so why not put the pressure on? Exertion getting up close, finds Carrigan, jumps on over, spots two more players as well. And look at that HE damage on the twist. He is limping, and oh, it's another wall bang from Torji. Takes him down through the half wall. His bullets always finding the penetrating shot. JDC, look at this position. Rain has no idea where that one comes from. Rops and Brokey now, 2 versus 5. Rops is taking space out here towards long, but there's an MP9 that's coming around this corner looking for him.
Rops really does need to do a lot more than you would expect here because he's cut all frozen. There's still 2 players in the A side. He needs to try and keep them back so Brokey and him have a chance to at least try and get in towards B. There's still 2 players standing. Xertion and Torji, 2 of the hardest players to remove here on this B site, and Brokey's just sitting back patiently, trying to allow Rops to come around so they can sandwich them in, but as soon as Brokey extends around the corner, Torchi's AWP locks the kill in, and Exertion finishes the job.
Wow, the Banana aggression works out for MOUZ. Very well done for them, as they're able to get going early. I still can't believe all these jump shots Exertion's going for. There's part of me that wants to remove the jump bind from him, but you know what? It's working. He's fragging.
It gives a lot of information as well, though, right? The fact that he goes for that jump, it actually lets him know that that's where Twist is, so that Torji can go for the shot. And that fight between Torji and Brokey, that's kind of the deciding fight there. If Torji goes slightly reinforced, okay, well, Brokey gets the opener this time around.
They instantly move over to A. So quick from FaZe. This might be unexpected. Oh, Dexter spotted nothing. And now they move in just as he moves away.
Dexter gets back into the cubby, gets away to safety at least for the time being, and actually does very well to get one. FaZe will continue to move out long. Frozen bringing himself back towards Library. Oh, JDC loses an important fight is short. That's opened up the A side. Frozen smoked off the Library. MOUZ can do nothing about this now.
Yeah, that was the frag that won the round. JDC, he had to come up good there. If he finds the kill into Rain, Frozen can then start to get activated, but that's it. Torji, okay, he's going to find Rob, so gets a parting kill. That might slow down any potential hunt here, and it's really important that MOUZ hold onto these weapons. FaZe are about to take the lead back. And if they don't hold onto this AK and AWP, they have no investment into the next round.
Starting to get a bit back and forth now between these two teams. MOUZ had themselves in a position where they won the last round, but they still keep a couple of MP9s into this one. And I do like the quick decision there from FaZe. Cool to see them quickly coming back to A. You saw Dexter wanted to play for the info, but just didn't really get to spot them out early enough. FaZe were just waiting around the corner, waiting in the wings. This is looking good.
This game is certainly delivering.
See Rain there spamming the smoke where Dexter pushed previously. They've definitely done their homework. Oh,
this finds the opener though.
Opener. B is open.
That's the only defender. They're scrambling back now, but FaZe aren't pushing off the back of this immediately. Actually hoping that this does result in the reinforcement of the B site because they're going back to A. They split the defense here.
The defense is pretty weak on this A side when it comes to weapons. They've got to overperform to a massive extent. Xertion up on the balcony. He's calling for some rotations to come back, and they are coming through. FaZe are taking the time about this, letting Rain go around the corner first. He should win that fight against the MP9, and he will. Xertion just couldn't do much at that range, but Dexter and JDC, they're chiming in with kills, and FaZe needs to get onto the site. JDC is still standing here, and finally Brokey gets rid of him. Just frozen in the library, and ooh, Rops will not silence him. 2 players still up for FaZe, and that nade's gonna bounce back. Right in the face of Frozen. He doesn't have info here. He doesn't know exactly where the last 2 players are, so this round becomes nearing impossible.
Particularly with Carrigan in the app, so difficult to find him. Brokey's got that entire angle pinned down with the AWP, so the only opening is the way Frozen is going. Has that kick, clock is ticking on down. So time, a serious issue here, and he's not finding anything at all. However, he can take down Brokey here, which is a big kill, and suddenly this gets a little scary. He taps the bomb. Baits out Carrigan. The round is lost, but the damage is done.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do as much damage as possible there for Frozen. You know, it was tough not knowing where they were in that round, and obviously the nade blasting back in his face as well wasn't the first step he wanted in the clutch, but FaZe able to pick it up, Polka.
Yeah, not the nade lineup he wanted, that's for damn sure. I mean, this kill from Rain, it felt like was going to confirm it. Dexter and JDC did what they could, but they were just so far down. He went X Games mode with that nade.
Finally map 1 of that series.
See damage? Spout. Carrigan's going up fast up Banana. There are 2 CTs here. Sitting behind the smoke at barrels. He has no support. Wants to go for a bit of a play, but Exertion, he's got the read on it. The spam doesn't quite
again. Carrigan gets caught by another ridiculous kill.
How does he do that?
Yeah, that's just so mental. Exertion finds him, and that's got to be frustrating for Carrigan. He's got to sit back and call from the 4 screens around him.
Again, it's smart for Exertion though, right? You see that smoke down towards that position. So often you see T's try and jump up around on the side with a flash. So he knew that was a possibility. Now the retake of Banana for MOUZ. Looking good initially, but FaZe are going to come at them.
Oh, good timing for Exertion to finish the movement upwards, and now gets aggressive in the smoke. Oh, wow. Exertion can make a massive play here, because they still think there's a play sandbags, and that's Frozen. Exertion moves through and does get caught by Rain, but that could have been absolutely brilliant. Instead, it's Frozen now that has to hold this B site, and he is having no issues doing that himself. Another brilliant kill from Frozen. And Rain left alone, all of his teammates decorate the holes of Banana, and he's got to run away. Nice shot. 30 seconds, though.
He's not sure where the sword is. Okay, throws it out.
Get out the map.
Still a chance he can find something here, but the time is just not in his favor. That might be the way back in. Frozen falls, and Rain puts us now into a 1 versus 2. Just a sole player on the site, and Torchy. Look at the patience. JDC is on the flank. Going to arrive here. That bomb has to go down quickly. He's running out of time, and Torchy swings out to punish.
It's actually good that he doesn't die after the time, though. They could have waited a little while, but in the end, it is a MOUZ round, and it's Exertion towards Banana with that Frozen combo. Those 2 players, very scary when they're playing together, Holka.
They did a great job there. So Exertion jumping up onto the sandbags to be able to win that fight.
I think what's cool about this lineup at times when you've got a combo like Exertion Frozen is a player like Exertion can go for these kind of crazy plays where he's running through smokes and trying to catch you from behind. Going back to B.
Here he goes, Frozen. Set up for the play around the corner. He does not connect the kill. And Carrigan's Mac 10 actually wins that fight. FaZe now have a brilliant opening inside of this B site, but look who's waiting for them. It's Exertion, and just one this time. FaZe put the bomb down, and they've got to go for it last round of the half, but it's so unlikely for Dexter and JDC to even get close to this site.
No kit.
And Twist on the flank too. He can come around the back side, so the longer they take, the closer he will get to them. And FaZe one step closer to their 9th round here. Dexter goes around the corner. Brokey with the Mac 10 sends him down. And Twist
looking good for them now, but maybe not in this pistol because Rain is solo B. Upside is he has a smoke, he has a nade, but those Glocks can just run through it. It's really hard for the USP to deny this.
Oh, look at that. Look how much damage that gets. Rain is just softening them all up, and the rotation's coming through a different avenue. It's down middle here. FaZe want to wrap around the back of Banana, and Rain is just trying to stay alive, trying to dish out more damage. His teammates are starting to arrive now. Rain doesn't get a kill, but he might as well have with the amount of damage that he done. Twist just clears out the sandbags. A second kill coming in, and it's looking pretty good. But MOUZ starts to fight back suddenly, and frozen from the coffins. Up and down he goes. A whack-a-mole that fights back, and a headshot after headshot to deliver MOUZ the pistol.
Once again, it's in the chaos that MOUZ thrive. It felt like Rain had done so much there with the damage, but not a kill found. And yes, the flank may have been fast. They even found the success in towards sandbags, but I love this decision from MOUZ. Push through into the smoke, knowing it behind is covered off. They managed to find all of the frags at the end.
Definitely are. I don't think I've heard Toshi reach that level of loudness before. Frozen, another molly he's going to throw out here.
Yeah, you know, it happens. Oh, that is not ideal, though.
Oh, that is.
Exertion is not a
classic
bad one.
exertion kill, right?
I can't remember the last time I've seen a wallbang kill there. It's so rare nowadays.
This version's just got some ridiculous ones today.
Calling the X Factor for a reason. Pulls those ones out on a seemingly impossibly consistent basis. Brokey, the only one here.
Oh, he actually hit that.
They're not going to reinforce him. It all relies on Brokey finding something, then they budge. And he's found nothing.
Time to save. Got to keep the guns for the next round instead. Nice work from MOUZ. I think you can really feel in this series who is feeling the pressure almost, or who hasn't won in a while, just based on the player reactions. Like you can see as soon as MOUZ realize, okay, we're down a bit in this map, they win the pistol, suddenly they try and get as loud as possible. I think that really shows that it almost is a bit of mental warfare between these guys as well. I mean, you hear them talk about how CS is a mental game. At this top level especially, you know every player is skilled. So often that mentality can be the key difference.
Yeah, I feel like these two teams have very different approaches in that respect as well, right? MOUZ, they've just got this young, exuberant kind of nature about them where they're almost like a family in a way, right? You've got JDC who's just this bundle of positive energy that lifts the whole team up. And then on the other side of FaZe, it's the experience that's the factor there. And yeah, Frozen, geometry's not working out for him at the moment. Might need to go set a few math lessons.
Yeah.
Well, still the weapons for FaZe that they carried on over. Robs did well in that position in the previous round. This time has to slink back to safety. Oh, this time it's nice. Rob's not expecting them to be so far up, and they'll make the move.
Twist under the balcony. Here's the steps above him. It comes in. He hasn't reacted. Finally, we'll get back in time, and I don't know how Twist has actually got away with this. Brokey's helped him as well, and suddenly MOUZ are in the worst position.
There's a massive missed smoke. It's landed on the roof instead of out towards Moto. That allowed Brokey to rotate and hit that deagle shot. A single piece of missed utility might be MOUZ's downfall here. Torchy wants to try and recover things, though. They are going to be still focused on this A side exertion, poking out the apartments. And no contact means that Brokey has to be worried about long now.
Frozen at top banana has cleared out the sandbags and the half wall. He's getting a lot of info. He's going to apply some pressure solo here. Smoking towards the CT cross, rattles a shot up towards the coffins. That's going to start drawing FaZe's reaction, which is more of an advanced setup on the A side as well. And Frozen's actually created that space. He's caught Ren. He's decided to call for his teammates to come back. So the bomb swiftly making its way towards this B site, and Carrigan is waiting for them.
Oh, they're even going to flank Carrigan, I think. Oh, hang
he
on.
wins the fight. That's the bomb down. You have to pick that up, but that is going to buy an extra few seconds for this flank to come back up banana.
There's also a rifle there that Brokey can pick up off that corpse. This is still on. No kit, though, in place. They have to go fast, find these fights. In fact, it's going to be Twist that picks up the rifle. The man you want with it, but Torchy, he's taken one. Brokey's deagle strikes again. A 1 versus 1. He knows exactly where Torchy is, but look at the health that Brokey is working with. Torchy should have every advantage into this. Although Brokey, he snuck around from behind, looking for the back of his head, and Torchy, he's not facing. Oh, Brokey hits the shot. But surely, there can't be enough time. Maybe there is. The full 10-second coming through.
He thinks he's got it.
He's done it.
They really could do with this round win, and they're going to move into top mid immediately.
Orbs in play on both sides of the server. And the smoke goes forward. It's actually resulted in Brokey leaving. He's gone back to reinforce B. Carrigan's the one that's now in charge of long. Xertion's looking like he wants to get involved over this side of the map. Carrigan coming out to face. Smoke goes on over. She's found Rob, but Carrigan, does win out the fight against Xertion. It's costly. Carrigan wants more, but Dexter's there. All now onto Twist, the sole defender on the site. Knows he's being pincered from every angle, so he falls back, gets into a safer position to group up with his teammates.
Brokey peels away with another kill. Could be a couple of good back-to-back rounds here for Brokey. Twist and Rain just trying to send the bullets over the top of those boxes to the balcony. Not enough of them connecting to bring a MOUZ player down. In the meantime, JDC has slipped through the apartments and might have just found the perfect timing to get behind two players, although he preemptively sprays away. He collects Twist running away. Brokey goes for the quick shot and does not land it. Now we focus on Rain, who's trying to get in from long. He's trying to pull the distraction away at the AWP inside of the site, and it's going to work out perfectly. Now just JDC. They know exactly where he is. Rain is going to pick up the kit, run back into the site, and try and just tap this ball and try and draw the pressure. He's finally tapped it. JDC now going around the corner, tries to jump for the info. Knows Rain is off it. Swing around. Rain gets back to it. A close one again. FaZe sticking the defuse. Rain collects the kill on JDC, and FaZe will pick it up. 11 rounds.
Taking contact.
He's been getting quite aggressive outside the apartments.
I think he's been getting the better of JDC in a fair few rounds. Maybe feeling himself in that position.
Banana's closed off as well, so MOUZ have to respect these smokes and allocate the time to take back that space.
See that mid-round shift in setup again to put Brokey with the AWP towards B. Not always easy with that sniper if you've got nades coming your way on this B bomb site. Rain gets boosted up. He's been brilliant. It looks like he's about to be tested here.
Strong spot for the rifle. Should be good for at least one. Nearly the second. Does a lot of damage on the Torshi, and Brokey will finish him off. But MOUZ have actually broken down the door at B. Carrigan's still close enough. JDC's pressuring that lurk over on the other side of things. So if Robs comes out top mid, he had to win that fight and he doesn't. So it is just Twist and Carrigan now left in this 2 versus 2 on the site. The third player is coming back through Banana, and they know they've got a window of opportunity to go in this even odds fight. And Twist, he's done very well through the smoke, but unfortunately his in-game leader has fallen on the attack in towards Xertion. There is a smoke in Banana, so that does give Twist the chance to run onto the site, tap and draw one of these peaks, and that's exactly what happens. But for a rare occasion, Twist's aim actually lets him down in that situation, but a difficult clutch even to pick up. And yeah, he's trying to get the dust out of the sensor.
Here comes the buy here for both teams. Money again, pretty awkward for both sides. Big nade onto Rain, but he spams back. Even damage early. Carrigan now legged and dealt with through the smoke.
Catching strays through the grey. Gives up his life, wanting to take that aggressive control. They've thrown the deep smoke and they just wanted to fight their way through it. With Torji, it's again another one of these, I say lucky shots, but obviously very calculated in the intent.
And what do FaZe do now that they're down a man? This is a massive round here. They decide to leave B weak for now. MOUZ yet to make up their minds, but they've got Xertion lurking up A long. This fight against Twist could be important if he wins it. It opens up so much.
What?
Oh my god, Xertion. Give me his settings right now, the config. I'm sure everybody's downloading it at the moment, but we gotta keep watching him because he's still up. And the damage done with an 8 as well brings Rain down to 11. Rain wants to fight a little bit, but he can't really go through there. He's just completely trapped inside of the ruins.
Thrown to the wolves. His teammates aren't budging.
It's just ridiculous, isn't it? Xertion's just playing so well today. I don't think FaZe really enjoy playing against Xertion. You know, the first time playing against him, it's been a pretty rough time.
I learned in the hard way. I mean, that's just such an overperformance. Not a fight he should win, but it puts Rain in an impossible position. It brings MOUZ closer And we've said it throughout the RMRs. When FaZe go on these losing streaks, they've struggled to bounce back. When the game gets away from them, they've struggled to find the solutions. They might not even get to save here.
Losing this AWP would be so painful for them, but Brokey, oh no, of course, Exertion just comes on through. Another classic headshot from him. Rops does deal with him, and Rops will get to save at the very least, but it's just that M4 that comes on over.
Yeah, he's having a great game here. Really, really impressive stuff from Exertion. He can keep this up all the way and push MOUZ towards Paris. You're going to be feeling really good about this team going into that event. They started slow here at the RMRs, but it's been good since, you know, they're looking a really scary unit again. And he's just laughing about that. I mean,
Top mid right now, Carrigan close. I think he's been spotted. And Exertion has been hitting headshots all day. That's not going to stop in this one. I mean, if they get spammed right now, they would be screwed.
Yeah, they really would, but they're trying to wait for the perfect time to send him up, and now Rops will strike. Up he goes.
Time to go A. You've seen the one rifle. No need to move into it.
And even that play forward from Brokey gets caught. Twist was the A player. And JDC didn't really think there was too many issues there. Frozen's just hanging around. He wants some extra kills. He wants that rifle that Rops showed. So he's desperately searching for it. Rain is the one that sent out the fight, of course, and actually manages 3 shots of the deep to the body and brings Frozen out of the round. So that's another gun.
I mean, honestly, the difference between surviving with no weapons and surviving with 2 rifles could be a huge one as this progresses. Going into round 25 next with it all tied up. You want to have that extra economy on the CT side if you do concede anymore.
Especially given an AK to Rain on the CT side. Let's see what he can do with it. It turns out Rain is charging FaZe forward right now, top of the board. 22 kills, 14 deaths. Looking really good in this final map.
I mean, Rain just seems like that classic big game player, right?
Yeah.
Whenever FaZe need him in key moments, in the most important matchups, he is often the man that can step up for them.
Well, it's tied up now. And the mood in the camp of the MOUZ team seems...
Maybe.
Oh. Shot lands on Exertion, but he still stands tall. So as long as he's alive, there's always a chance that something can happen here. He's going to fake the deep smoke into Arch, and he was just running through it. Now comes back, cancels that movement, and now starts to think about the A play.
Oh, this is so smart.
Oh, he's so smart. He fakes it out. Twist goes to look at it, and then Exertion just completely mind games him, comes through library, and Twist is read like a book. Oh, this is perfect.
Oh!
Exertion, okay. They nearly take him out, but it's just no way. Exertion just keeps going, shredding them apart single-handedly. And FaZe, there was the difference between the shot connecting to the body and the pixel through the wall. And Exertion, barely standing, takes 3 players down and dismantles the entire A setup.
Exertion, the executioner, can you believe it? Legged in the first 20 seconds of the round, goes on a rampage, taking names and taking the lead for MOUZ.
Against FaZe, he looks like the player that's most storied. He looks like the player that's most comfortable under the pressure.
Honestly, could be a future FaZe player at this point. You know, like this could be a player they look to down the line to pick up and add to the roster because this level is just incredible. Oh, Rain, at least he'll grab that headshot on the way out.
I mean, it's just the fact they leg him early as well.
True.
If you time those right, that could be really detrimental to MOUZ's approach.
And that ball's coming back to B as well.
I don't think this lurk activates in time.
Brokey's come over on the rotate towards the site. Exertion's trying to get forward, but 20 seconds left. The bomb's coming back. Coming back to A. Twist and Rops will have to deal with this. 19 seconds for them to get in. Dexter's been caught, but it's all about Exertion trying to make a play, but FaZe are just hiding. They know 10 seconds left. Oh, they clear the site. Twist just gets run over the top of, and the bomb is going down in the site. Somehow MOUZ have found their way through, but it's still good for FaZe. They're still looking comfortable with the amount of players still up. So Frozen and Torshi trying to extend MOUZ's scoreline to 14. Frozen's off towards short side. Rops is looking for him. And the AWP of Torshi sits inside of the site. These tight angles, he has to land a couple of beautiful shots. And Rops' patience pays off in the pit. And Brokey on the rotate in, sweeps it up. FaZe will get the round.
Listen, FaZe handled that well, but I think from the MOUZ perspective, they did get a little lost in the mid-round. They did leave it a little long. Yes, exertion is up through long, but it's so hard for him to activate towards that A site. Even when you get that entry, the numbers are so favored for FaZe.
Yeah, you can see the virtue of this setup from FaZe holding so passive. MOUZ just have no real idea of where FaZe's setup is. They're just trying to find some sort of bit of information, a fight that they can win out. And
JDC dealt with. That's exactly what FaZe wanted. And
now they know they're stacking the apartments though with 2 though on that peak. So that's info. They want to move fast on it. And now they go to launch. Missed shot from the AWPer, but luckily Twist at least collects it.
Save, but a trade as well. Broky's still in the site. Has the support of Rops here as well, and Carrigan comes on over. MOUZ are all grouped up here, taking long. Nowhere they can go from it quite yet, and Brokey, he's getting inquisitive.
Oh, and the ball's going back down middle here. If Brokey keeps moving forward, he's going to see this. He's going to see that no one's towards short side. And there's the mid-steps running, just sprinting back up Banana right now to Rain, who is solo. Carrigan's just drifted off towards the arch, but he has that late smoke to delay.
That's all he has, though. He's the only one here. No utility.
Brokey peaks top mid, though. Now they know. Now they can send some reinforcements.
Oh, Carrigan trying to get there in time. So much pressure on this round. Rain at the back of the site. A big game player. And he is looking to shut them down from the back of the new box. He goes out, but Torji and Dexter, 2 immediate kills. Rob's luckily through the smoke, keeps FaZe within this round. But MOUZ have done so well to get into the site. Brokey's coming up through Banana. The AWP in hand. Sees the first victim, Frozen, taken out of play. It is now under Dexter. The Aussie from the back of New Box yet again has to pick it up. The headshot on Robs, just Brokey left. And Dexter bringing him down low. Stays alive, Brokey runs into him. And Dexter pulls the clutch off.
Towards top mid and long. Not this time. This time they're interested in B early. And that's the weakness for FaZe.
They got a smoke in hand, but if they just pop now, it's going to maybe come a little too late. But luckily, they were given enough of a warning to throw that smoke out.
It's still great, though. You trade a flash for a smoke. There's still over a minute left. You don't mind that at all.
It's B. I mean, it's going to be B. JDC's going to get the information here, and that's going to be the go signal.
Oh, 3 players on the right. 3 players on his right now. Luckily for FaZe, they don't go down, which means that retake needs to get on. They need to start rotating straight away. And here's the attack. It's coming in. Carrigan gets inside of the smoke. Just an SMG in his hands. Rain's rifle from on top of the coffins delivers death to Exertion. Carrigan let off the leash. 1 for 1 in those 2 players, which means it's down to the trifecta of death to stop Frozen. It's not an easy position to be in, and they go over the boost. A smart, quick call, and Frozen trying his best, dishing out damage, but unfortunately not enough. Best chance FaZe. They really have to take 15.
Look, it's info from Rops.
Oh, he's got
They
everything.
can stack B.
The reinforcements come through. Rain's gotten aggressive. That smoke's keeping them at bay, but look at Rain. He can taste it. He can smell it. He's getting up behind, ready for this fight to come on through. Teammates coming up beside him, peeks on out, but Exertion takes him down. And now the rest of the defenders have to fall back. Rotation coming through.
Is Exertion about to be the difference again for MOUZ? He runs in. Carrigan says no. Twist able to help too, and a multi-kill coming through for FaZe. They're shutting this bite down for MOUZ, but suddenly Frozen with 2 kills, and it's a 1v1 up against Rops, running through Banana. Frozen taking on Rops in the clutch, and Frozen's walking right into him. Rops is ready though, and FaZe will head to 15, 1 round away from Paris.
Unbelievable scenes on the B bomb site. FaZe had all the info they needed, and yet still it comes close. But Rops gets into position at the right time. At least a bomb plant for MOUZ, supplements them some money, but it's still not ideal. This was huge from Twists.
These are the rounds that make the big players. The fact he gets a multi-kill that, as much as he has had a quiet tournament, in the big games it matters, and that's so important. That round is crucial for FaZe to collect.
And it's such a difficult clutch for Frozen as well, because he doesn't...
They can taste it here. This is their best chance, but Rops gets caught trying to come back. Exertion gets the opener. And what's the response from FaZe?
Well, he got the opener in the last round, and they were unable to convert it. There was a quicker trade, though, from FaZe in the previous. This time, it settles at the 5 versus 4 in the Banana fight. How has Rain recovered that?
Frozen had to win that. Now all he has to do, he's forced just to watch on while his teammates crunch onto A.
Well, they're sprinting in towards A, and here comes that rotation back to Brokey and Rain coming into the play. Twist is taking so much damage. Carrigan missing everything. JDC on the double, and they're on the site. Brokey and Rain, it is so unlikely they pull this one off. MOUZ have surely locked in overtime.
Rain's so low. Brokey swaps guns with him. The boost on over. There is a kit in play, but even the boost is being fumbled. Time is such an issue here. The smoke in their faces. Rain almost removed just through the spam alone. Now it fades, and finally they can start to poke and prod, but look how many defenders there are to get past. This retake is impossible. Exertion swings out, and it's Torgy that secures overtime.
Overtime needed between FaZe versus MOUZ. This is incredible. This game is so down to the wire, and Exertion is just having the game of his life right now. The importance of getting them through this game. He gets the opening.
But how about the fumble from Robs?
That's true as well.
He fumbles the movement back, and how about this flash? Look how blind he is. Boom, that's all you need. The flashbang of... This is so dicey.
Oh, spam through the window.
Can they adjust the setup now?
Yeah, they have to. They have to adjust. They have to drop up and change it up. Carrigan's going over towards B.
We had a round earlier where MOUZ ran low on time. They're only just getting banana control in this one. They've got to keep an eye on the clock here.
There's only a single smoke to slow them down, though. If they don't respect this, if they see Rain on the jiggle here, drops it, they can just charge on through. There's no flames, nothing to hold them back. Time's such a serious issue here, and they're just going to run on through. Rain swings on out, but they both fall on the site. And now MOUZ make their way into B. Brokey rotates on over, but he's the only one here.
Right through the smoke, Torgy sends the op shot. There is nothing FaZe can do about this. This is uncompetitive, really, in this round. MOUZ just charge in. The kills are found, and FaZe don't fight back.
I mean, you have so much money in OT, but, I mean, there's no reason to go for this. It's basically impossible.
Yeah.
JDC might even hunt. And the flashes from MOUZ, it's the simple plays, but it's not even about blinding them in this round. It's about getting them off the angle long enough that you can get through the smoke, establish yourself, and the save could be denied.
It's actually kind of important in OT as well, right? Because
the Valve rule set.
Yeah, if they win the next round, suddenly that third round looks very dicey for the CTs.
MOUZ once again honed in. Exertion just runs right through. Throws in, works with him in tandem. And Torgy through the smoke. The three players you...
Much utility used by FaZe. Do MOUZ get baited into a peek into that AWP? Surely they used some utility beforehand. Dexter actually kind of dodges that nade by throwing nades to his teammate. Now he goes in. Rain isolated for the time being, but he doesn't win the fight.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Luckily the trade comes in from the molly, but not the cleanest fight off the get-go. MOUZ drop back, they leave banana. They're now focusing back towards A, and they've actually had a lot of success here, Lucy.
Brokey's rotated over as well.
They don't need to go and commit anywhere just yet with this 1 minute, though. So they think about going back into banana, let JDC sell the fake on A again.
This is great. 3 plays over here. I mean, Brokey starts to consider the rotation back, but MOUZ have been fantastic at finding the space into B, and he's not rotating back. He's staying in library. The hit's about to come through. It's all now onto Carrigan, the sole defender here. He's going to drop the smoke, but Exertion's charging on through and domes him out of the server. MOUZ have an open avenue to B.
They're playing a great calling game right now, Hawk. They're getting the right read on most decisions. Like, they're so composed at this point in the game. FaZe decide to stay towards A with the heavy numbers. But MOUZ just walk into the empty B side once they just clear a Carrigan. It's easy enough.
And as soon as Exertion feels like there's any window of opportunity, he takes it. So quick through. Exertion goes into the open. FaZe can still go for this.
They can. They can still go for this with that kill. That opens things up. They need to move quite quickly because the time is already over half to a tick. So moving through Ruins. JDC and Torgy both towards the back of the site here. And Torgy lines up the first, peeks out from JDC to assist, and that'll close it. MOUZ push forward to another.
Yeah, FaZe have money. They decide they might as well go for it. For a second, you wonder whether MOUZ got a bit ahead of themselves, but the setup on the site, good enough. First fight, the fact that Dexter wins it is crazy. And then Exertion, he knows the re-smoke is coming.
Take position. peeks back on him.
Exertion snuck up. It doesn't matter because Brokey hits the shot onto Torji. Now, do they expect Exertion to already be here?
He's been such a thorn in their side, especially towards this long area around the arch. He's often found the gap, but now they've spotted him. That information's gathered for FaZe. We'll see how they decide to play it. Because they're going back up banana.
He's drawing.
He's drawing everyone towards him. Everyone is opened up towards B. And Rain is just waiting there alone. He's run back into the site. Xertion's actually even opened up his own pathway to join them on that site. Rain doesn't do anything. Frozen just shreds right through him. And MOUZ have the site. They're pushing towards map point. And FaZe are sprinting back to try and get competitive here, Lucy.
The boost is about to come through. The bomb's gone down. Brokey over the top, though, only gets one. Dexter with the AWP is there, and he's getting in on close on the angle twist. He's going to be walking straight into this AWP. Keep your eye on Rops as well. He's ready to push through the CT smoke.
There he comes, smoke out, gets close. That distracts Dexter, he pulls away. So that opens up the chance for Twist to move in. He has to get the kill, and he will. It's now just down to JDC in this post plant. Time is ticking. Another smoke on that bomb. JDC gets the first and the second through the smoke. JDC.
All grouped up into A.
Torji falls on back. Can feel the pressure coming. Fires off the shot, the flash forces him backwards. And they are fast up towards long. He re-peeks in. Oh, the Dexter's arrived with 1.5. Rain charging on through. And Torji, under so much pressure, drops the smoke to play around. The rotation's coming on through to reinforce the site.
JDC, his heart probably still pounding from the previous round clutch. Torji on the site delivers one of his most important kills for this MOUZ organization. Exertion continues his incredible play. Then missed shot from Brokey,